Making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. May, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jay. Actually, I just got back from the grocery store, and on the way home, I got a little lost, and then I got so hungry, so I got some noodles from a street stall.
Wait, you used got like 4 times just now. Is that normal?
Yes, and that's exactly what we're talking about today. Get. One tiny word that does so many jobs in English.
Oh, wow. I always wondered why native speakers say get all the time, like everywhere.
Because it really is everywhere, Jay. It's one of the most useful words in the English language, and once you understand it, your English will feel so much more natural.
Okay, I'm already excited. But first, May, can we tell our listeners something real quick?
Oh yes, if this podcast helps you learn English in a fun and easy way, please subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and share us with a friend who's also learning English. It really means the world to us.
And leave us a comment below. We love hearing from you. Okay, May, let's get into it. Did you see what I did there?
Perfect, you already used it. Let's get into it. That's one use right there. Okay, Jay, let me ask you something. What do you think get means?
I always thought it just means receive, like I got a gift.
That's a great starting point. Yes, get can mean receive, but here's the thing. It has so many other meanings too. Native speakers use get to mean receive, buy, become, understand, arrive, fetch, and even more.
Wait, all of that from one word?
One tiny word. Don't worry though, we're going to go through the most important uses one by one, with real examples, easy ones.
Okay. Let's start with the first use.
All right, use number 1. Get means to receive something, like I got a text message from my boss, or she got a birthday present.
Oh, that's easy. So if someone gives me something, I get it.
Exactly. You receive it. Simple. Now, use number 2, get, means to buy or obtain something, like I'm going to get some coffee, or can you get me some bread from the store?
Oh, so get and buy can sometimes mean the same thing.
Yes, in casual conversation, absolutely. If I say, I need to get a new phone, I mean, I'm going to go buy one. Very natural, very common.
That's so useful. I feel like I hear that all the time now.
You do, because native speakers use get instead of buy constantly in everyday talk. Now, here's where it gets really interesting, Jay.
Ooh, what's the next one?
Use number 3, get means to become. This one is huge, like it's getting cold outside, or I got tired after the meeting.
You mean like a change is happening?
Exactly. Get shows that something is changing. She got angry, that means she became angry. He got better after being sick. He became better. I'm getting hungry. I'm becoming hungry right now.
Oh, wow. So get shows that something is changing or moving from one state to another.
Yes, you got it. And that you got it is actually another use. It means you understood.
Wait, so get also means to understand?
Yes, use number 4, get means to understand. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Or, I didn't get the joke. Or, oh, I get it now.
I feel like I've said I don't get it so many times in English class.
Everyone has, and that's perfectly natural. It's a super casual way to say, I don't understand. You would never say that in a formal essay, but in conversation, perfect.
Okay, so we have receive, buy, become, and understand. What's next?
Use number 5, get means to arrive or reach a place. Like, what time do you get to work? Or, we got home really late last night.
Oh, so get to means arrive at.
Exactly. When did you get to the airport means when did you arrive at the airport. It's shorter, more casual, and native speakers use it all the time.
That's so simple. I don't know why they didn't teach us this in school.
Right? School teaches you arrive, real life teaches you get there.
Okay, May, keep going. What's the next use?
Use number 6. Get means to fetch something or go and bring it back. Like, can you get me a glass of water? Or, I need to get my jacket from the car.
So it's like go get something, right? Go and bring it back?
Yes. Can you go get the kids from school means go there, pick them up, and bring them back. Very natural in everyday family conversations.
Oh, I've heard that in movies so many times and never thought about it.
That's the thing about get. It's hiding in plain sight everywhere.
Okay, wait. Is there more? Because this is already a lot.
There's more, but don't worry. You're doing amazing. Let's keep going. Use number 7. Get means to catch something, like a bus, a train, a cold, or even a criminal.
Wait, you can get a cold?
Yes, I got a cold last week. That means you caught the cold. You became sick. And did you get the bus means did you catch the bus in time?
Oh, get a cold. So it's like the cold came to you and you received it, but you didn't want it.
Exactly. Nobody wants to get a cold. But yes, it means the illness came to you. Same with get a fever or get the flu.
This is wild. One word means so many things.
And here's the interesting part, Jay. A lot of these meanings actually connect if you think about it. Something comes to you, whether it's a gift, a bus, or a cold, you get it.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Like things moving toward you or reaching you.
Yes, you're thinking like a native speaker now. Okay, use number 8, and this one is really fun. Get can mean to cause something to happen or to make someone do something.
Like, make someone do something?
Right. I'll get the mechanic to fix my car. That means I will arrange for the mechanic to fix it. Or, can you get someone to help us? Means, can you arrange for someone to help?
Oh, so it's like organizing or arranging things.
Exactly. I need to get this done. I need to make this happen, get it completed. Very common in work and daily life.
I feel like my boss says, get it done all the time.
Every boss in the world says that, and now you understand exactly what it means.
Okay, May, what's next? I'm really getting into this.
Yes, you're getting it. Okay, use number 9. Get plus an adjective to describe a change in state or feeling. We touched on this with become, but let me give you more examples. Get ready, get dressed, get lost, get started.
Oh, get ready means become ready?
Yes, get ready means prepare yourself. Get dressed means put on your clothes. Get started means begin. These are commands we use every single day.
Oh, wow. Get lost. Does that mean become lost or...
Well, it can mean actually become lost, like I got lost in the city, but as a rude expression, if someone says get lost to another person, it means go away, leave me alone. Very informal, a little rude. Don't say it to your boss.
Okay, noted. No get lost to the boss.
Please. Okay, use number 10, get in phrasal verbs. This is where it gets really powerful, Jay. When you add a small word after get, the meaning completely changes.
Like what? Can you give me some examples?
Yes, get up means to rise from bed or stand up. Get over means to recover from something, like I got over my cold, or emotionally, I got over the breakup.
Oh, so get over it means stop being upset about something.
Exactly. Get over it. Move on. Stop dwelling on it. And then get along means to have a good relationship with someone. Do you get along with your coworkers?
Get along. I like that one. What about get away?
Get away means to escape or go somewhere for a break. I need to get away this weekend means I need a little vacation, a little escape from daily life.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually.
And get back means to return. What time will you get back means what time will you come back home?
Okay, I need to write all of these down. Get up, get over, get along, get away, get back. That's already 5 phrasal verbs.
And there are so many more, but let's focus on a few extra important ones. Get on, to board a vehicle. Get on the bus. Get on the train.
And the opposite? Getting off?
Yes, get off the bus, get off at the next stop. Same structure, opposite direction. Super useful when you're traveling.
This is actually so practical. I can use these tomorrow.
That's the goal. And Jay, here's another one. Get through. It means to survive something difficult or to finish something. I can't believe I got through that exam. Or we'll get through this hard time together.
Oh, that's kind of emotional, actually. We'll get through this together.
It really is. It's a phrase of hope and support. Very powerful in everyday English.
What about get in touch? I've seen that a lot in emails.
Yes, get in touch means to contact someone. Please get in touch with me if you have questions. It's used in both casual and professional English.
Oh, nice. So it's not too formal, not too casual.
Exactly. It sits right in the middle, friendly but professional. Perfect for emails, messages, networking.
May, can we do some quick examples, like real-life situations where you'd use get?
Yes, let's do it. Imagine you wake up in the morning. You get up, you get dressed, you get some breakfast, and then you get in your car or get on the bus to go to work.
Oh, wow. You used get like 5 times in one morning routine.
And that's completely natural. A native speaker would say all of that without even thinking about it. Now at work, did you get my email? I need to get this report done. Can you get a meeting set up for Thursday?
Okay, that's literally every workday.
Right? And then maybe after work, I'm getting tired, let's get something to eat, I need to get home before it gets dark.
Okay, I am genuinely amazed right now. It's just everywhere.
I told you. And once you start noticing it, you can't stop. Jay, here's something I want you to try. Imagine you're telling a friend about your whole day. Try to use get as many times as you can.
Oh, okay. I got up late. I got dressed quickly. I got on the bus. I got to the office. I got my coffee. I got through all my meetings. I got tired. I got home. And I got into bed.
That was perfect. Seriously, Jay, you just used get in 9 different ways, and it all sounded completely natural.
I can't believe that. It just flowed out.
That's how it works. Once you learn the patterns, it becomes automatic. And that is exactly the goal of learning English. Not to translate, but to just let the words flow.
Okay, but May, I have one question. How do I know which meaning of get to use? Because there are so many.
Great question. The answer is context. The words around get will always tell you the meaning. Get cold, temperature is changing. Get a gift, receiving something. Get to the station, arriving somewhere. You don't need to memorize all the meanings first, just listen, read, and the meaning becomes clear from the situation.
That makes it less scary, actually. I don't have to memorize everything at once.
Not at all. Start with a few, use them every day, and the rest will come naturally. That's how language works, not in a classroom, in real life.
You know, May, I feel like get is like that one friend who can do everything. Like, need a driver? Call that friend. Need food? Call that friend. Need emotional support? Call that friend.
Oh, that is such a perfect analogy. Get is that incredibly versatile friend. It shows up everywhere, it helps with everything, and everyone loves it.
And once you know that friend, life gets so much easier. Did it again.
You're a natural. Okay, Jay, let's do a quick roundup before we close. Can you remember some of the uses we covered?
Okay, let me try. Get means receive, buy, become, understand, arrive, fetch, catch, cause something to happen, and then all the phrasal verbs like get up, get over, get along, get away, get back, get through, get in touch.
That's incredible. You remembered all of them. And listeners, if you followed along today, you did amazing too.
Honestly, I feel so much more confident about using get now. Before this, I was kind of scared of it. Like, what if I use the wrong meaning?
And now?
Now I feel like just use it. The context will make it clear.
That's exactly the right mindset. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. And you'll start noticing it everywhere, in songs, movies, conversations, and even your own thoughts in English.
May I have a little challenge for our listeners?
Oh yes, what is it?
Try to use get in 5 different ways today, just 5, and come tell us in the comments which ones you used.
I love that challenge. Drop your sentences in the comments below. We would genuinely love to read them. And here's our closing question for today. Which use of get surprised you the most? Was it get meaning understand, or get meaning become, or one of the phrasal verbs?
Tell us in the comments. We're always reading and we love hearing from you.
We hope you had as much fun with this episode as we did. If you enjoy learning English with us, please subscribe, turn on the bell so you never miss a daily episode, and share this with someone who would love it.
Every day, new English, new confidence, new get.
Love that. Thank you so much for spending this time with us, English learners. Keep going, keep learning, and remember, you're getting better every single day.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.